Joe Trappell, Martin Potter for the call. This thing already got started quickly as Medina's feeling inspired. He just took a quick look at that one. Changing quickly in the world title race. Toledo just got knocked out in round 3 by wildcard Ryan Callanan in a massive heat. Big combined totals. Felipe going down swinging, including a big 9-point ride, leaving the door open for Gabriel Medina to chase down that Jeep leader's jersey.
Top 10, there's only a few guys left, Joe. Here we go.
Gabriel Medina now flowing through that whitewater. Talk about a speedy climb. Laid back power couch. Driving hard with that top turn wrap. Climbs the next section right in front of the fans, right on the sand there. All kinds of variety. Powerful hooks there for Medina to take another look.
Yeah, you can see conditions starting to get a lot trickier here this afternoon. Medina, beautiful float straight into the bottom turn, and there's that trademark snap. And I tell you what, Medina has he's kind of kept himself in check. You know, normally he kind of gets a little bit erratic, and you can see he gets maybe a little bit overexcited sometimes. He understands the gravity of the situation. This kid's already won a world title. He needs to focus. He needs to concentrate. One maneuver at a time, one wave at a time, one heat at a time. He's found some form. I mean, to you know, even though he got the waves, he had to ride them, didn't he, Joe? And he did exactly that.
21:15 on the clock here. Taking into this one, Wiggolly Dantas up and out. So priority right back to Medina. Saw something in that wave pass, or was it just the feeling of needing to get a score quickly?
And it's so easy to do out here. You know, what waves do you catch? Do you wait for the clean ones? Here we go, Wiggolly.
Wiggolly trying to recover now. Clean top turn whip, closeout section incomplete. These two surfers are really good friends. They hang out all the time together, surf together, just hang out, have some laughs. Sometimes that really gives Wiggolly a good shot at taking down Medina because he just sees him as a good friend that he wants to beat and outside of the world title.
Do you think there's any jokes going on out there right now?
Not at all. This is an important heat for both athletes.
This is as important for Wiggolly. He needs a result. He needs to get some momentum. He needs to try and get himself back on the tour. And it's his sponsors event as well.
20 minutes to go. Medina looking to back up his 5. As you can see how challenging those conditions are. Medina famous for creating big moments for himself. A wave will look like it has about a 3.0 potential on it. He could turn it into an excellent range number without a problem based on talent alone. He was the youngest 20. And
I think I was 24.
When you clinched your title?
Yeah, so 4 years older than those kids.
And you already had about 8 years on tour. You were a grommet, Potts. 18:30 to go. Bumpy, lumpy conditions. Setting up that little whip is Medina. Flowing over that section. Hard off the bottom and hits it hard on the closeout.
Well, that short break section is going to become a lot more dramatic, that's for sure, as it comes closer to the shoreline. That tide is rushing in.
But Medina's just heating up. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, Gabriel. Really good at adapting in conditions like this as well, Joe. Really spontaneous, beautiful move right there for Gabriel. And right here, bang, beautiful projection across the critical section and lands nice and clean. So another good score just about to be locked in for Gabriel. 5 points as his top score. And right here, bang, that last turn, really where all the points are going to come from. Great surfing for Gabriel, just setting it up, taking his time. Knows he needs to just put some big scores on the board and put a lot of pressure on Wiggolly. Finishing on his feet. Very, very important to get those scores, Joe. And you can see a lot of wind affecting it right now. It's kind of sectioning. It's not quite as good as it was earlier. Here we go. Wiggolly up and riding.
Wiggolly just wanting to get involved there. He'll just pump for a moment. Be forced to kick out. 2-1-0 was Wiggolly's last. Medina, the type of athlete that can show up at a venue for the first time and figure it out on the way to the podium. Dantas up, driving off the roof for a big float. Getting lost in the crowd on the inside corner, but looked like he had a great connection off the top there for probably his best score so far.
Yeah, Wiggolly trying to find those inside cleaner ones, Joe. A little bit of white water on the face of the wave, but Wiggolly just manages to get up in time, and that beautiful rock and roll float. So the quicker you can open your account and get a couple of scores, which Medina's done, He's looking solid.
Rolling in with this one is Wiggolly Dantas from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Quick in reaction to the closeout section. Landing on his feet, 2.10s off the screen. He throws so much water, forehand and backhand, really. What happened on this one?
Well, it's a mix of power and timing, Joe. I mean, look at it. Perfect timing right there, which equates to a lot of power. And when you've got power, there's a lot of water gets displaced. Watch his first turn. Sort of almost looks really casual through his surfing. And I honestly think that if he's going to try and beat Gabriel Medina today, he's got to pick it up a little bit. He's got to show a little bit more energy in through his maneuvers, surfing against different guys all the time, which was quite amazing. You know, when you look at guys that are winning the world title in this day and age, it's against the same group of surfers all year round. So a little bit different.
Really awesome stories looking back in surfing history as we look at Gabriel Medina. 2 top turns, but loses the handle off the roof. So score stayed the same, still out in front. Wiggolly's still chasing the 6.96. Wiggolly's last wave, where he finished off in that closeout re-entry, 4.37, where he looks solid and in control. Always hard to see Wiggolly lose in Tahiti because it's one of his favorite venues on the calendar. Medina quickly up and out, 45 seconds to go.
That wind starting to play havoc. And then you couple that with the rushing tide and the rip. Here we go.
30 seconds, Medina creates some space, finds a little gem on the sand, 2 turns. Last one, he'll get smashed on the inside corner.
And then there's that part of the wave that just really goes dry dock. Super dry on that inside section right there.
Gets so shallow in there so abruptly. Wiggolly will get a last effort here. Needs his 6.96. Big blast off the lip, winding up for a big float, but he can't hang on. Medina survives, getting closer to that lead that's held by Felipe Toledo as he's running into round 4. Coming up next, Michael Rodriguez takes on Ezekiel Lau here at the Quiksilver Pro France. We'll be right back.